Alright, YouTube, I got a new video for you here today. I'm going to teach you how to carry your shitter games. So I haven't made a video in like 3 weeks because I was busy hard carrying myself to Oracle 1. See, I switched over to 7 because he's better for this, and I have like a 72% win rate since. You look at my match history, it's mostly wins, some losses, one Haze game. Actually, I did pretty well on that Haze game. But anyway, I'm here to teach you how to carry your shit elo. You're probably stuck in fucking Emissary, probably Ritualist. Seen a lot of people in Arcanist. You know, one of these elos where people suck at the game and it's really hard to get good teammates that can carry you all the way to Oracle somewhere up here. So I'm going to teach you how to be that good teammate that carries yourself to Oracle, because I have cracked the formula. I thought this video would be a bit more personal. There's no script. There's no special tricks. I didn't prep anything. I'm literally just going to hit watch replay on my most recent game where I did alright. I think mostly Viper did the best here, but in general, the formula that I found is what has been getting me huge win rates. And you can see this game was in Phantom 4, so clearly, you know, I'm doing something that can beat people out of my own elo. So let's just click watch replay. And I'm just going to start talking. I'll tell you my thought process. I'll tell you what I think I should have been doing instead of what I actually do. It's a bit of a review for myself, too. Dear God, that is loud. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is it so loud? There we go. Alright, anyway, first thing is, use that fucking mic. Now, you can't see it in the replays, unfortunately, but I am always talking on this mic. This is so important. You want to be telling your teammates, you know, what you want to happen, where to go. I'll show you plays later where we definitely talked on mic to make the play happen, because if you don't talk on mic, some plays don't happen, right? People don't group up, they don't collapse on enemies. So, you know, rule number 1, get on that fucking mic. Yeah, skip past this pause. What the hell? There we go. Alright. So as soon as I was doing something silly there, but as soon as the game starts, I usually like to go to these barrels here. Yep, you can see me here at these barrels. It's a good spot to stand. It's behind your minions, so you can see your minions. You can see the enemy minions. You can move around these covers. At this point of the game, I'm really focused on denying. So see, I'm watching my own minions. The second the opponents try to go in for a punch, I'm then focused on pressure. So you can see I'm pushing Vindicta and Dynamo back as they try to take our minions. I want to make sure that they don't get those minions for free, and they're going to have to fight for them. So we're back to just looking at our own minions. See that one? I try to shoot for it. Bebop gets it first. I'm watching this minion and that minion like intently. I'm ready for it. Totally missing it. Busy upgrading it. So Vindicta comes close enough. I'm gonna harass her a bit. She decided to go up here for some reason, so I beat the shit out of her. I'm playing out of my mind here. That is not a normal. Now that would have worked, but he missed his own punch. So we end up just trading there. I went in there because Vindicta was low. And under no circumstance should you dive their Guardian unless you think you're getting the kill. I thought I could get the kill, and I did get the kill. So I went for the Guardian. Otherwise, that was a bad play. But it ended up being kind of a net neutral. You can see we're about the same souls, so it didn't really matter. Here we are, focused on minions once more. I like to harass the opponent more than a lot of players. I found that this pressure really opens up the game, because so here we have action. When you see your laning partner get rolled, you have to come in and help him. Like, you gotta be on top of it. So, Bebop lost a ton of health, but he probably would have died had I not been there to dissuade Dynamo from pushing my teammate. So right now I'm trying to get these minions off my Guardian. I'm just trying to keep them from doing damage. If this Guardian goes down, the map opens up and the next phase of the game starts. So really, in this laning phase, the technically most important thing is these Guardians, right? and once I feel confident that I can push the Guardian, I just hard push the minions. Right now I don't feel confident because Dynamo and Vindicta are both really defensively strong. I'm playing to get a bit stronger, and I'm waiting for either Bebop to take a hook and we can gain an advantage that way, or I go cracked out of my mind like I usually do and just take a kill. Earlier I got that kill, but Vindicta ended up trading with me, so it's a negative. So instead I'm freezing this lane, trying to play for souls. You can see I really do like harassing the opponent. When I think I can do it, I'm going to apply as much damage as possible, and the best time to do it is while they're sandwiched behind their Guardian. They can't give up this Guardian position, but at the same time they can't just stand there and take my bullets, so it puts them in an awkward spot. I know a lot of people like to let minions push into their Guardians so they can get better denies, but I actually think that's a really bad idea. So here when Bebop gets the hook, and I'm ready to capitalize on it. I'm in mode. I see this Vindicta, we get the kill. I want to harass Dynamo before he gets out, but it doesn't work out very well, so I just back up. Now we are stronger. I have ult first. I'm going to pause it real quick. This is where concept of power spikes comes in. Something that I think a lot of people struggle with MOBAs because there's a lot of characters with a lot of different rules and variances and when they become strong and when they don't become strong. One thing that is so important is when you get your power spike, you are using it to push your advantage. A lot of characters' power spikes open up when they get their ult. That happens at 3k souls. If you get a kill, you'll typically get your ult first, or if you deny a shit ton of souls, you'll get your ult first. If you have your ult first, be hungry about it. Be fucking ravenous. You want to just go ham on the opponent. And in this specific case, Vindicta's not here. Our wave is pushing up. Dynamo's at half health, and I have my laning buddy with me. So I don't even remember what happens here, but I'm going to guess I ult. Or at least if I don't ult, you'll see me play extremely aggressively to apply pressure, damage that Guardian, and look to get an ult kill. So, yep, I walk... Oh, there's the replay bug. But you see, I walk up here. I am hard pushing. I'm killing these minions, getting them out of the way. Yeah, let's fix this replay bug. It's very awkward. Okay, let's start that again. Pushing up these minions. Hard pushing. I don't give a fuck about no denies. I'm just trying to get damage on that Guardian. I'm trying to create pressure, give my teammates some space. Get out of this pause. So what happens here? I probably look to... the camp's not up. Is it still paused? Come on. There we go. Damn, that was a long pause. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to pause because I want to explain something. There's two things that we could do now. So another big concept in MOBAs, and especially in Deadlock, is the idea of map control. Right now, who do you think is map control? The people cowering behind their Guardian with no minions? Or the people pushing up this lane that have their minions actively opposing their Guardian and forcing pressure onto the opponent? Obviously, it's us. So if I could draw a line... Aw, it doesn't let me draw. Yeah, it doesn't let you draw on the replays. But if I could draw a line here, I draw a straight line. Everything in this area right now is in my grasp. If we were just a bit later on the timer, say like, I think it's 5 minutes at the medium camp spot. I don't remember exactly. If we were a bit later on the timer, I would be looking to take these camps right now. Maybe their jackpot, maybe those medium camps that spawn, because I could essentially deny them souls while they're stuck dealing with this lane that we pushed up. They were going to get these minion souls one way or another. What they aren't going to get one way or another is these jungle camps. And if I took them from their side, they no longer have access to them. They're my souls. It would be my advantage. So we're going to restart here. Oh, I'm going to fix the bug. He's tweaking. Alright. let's see what happens here. So I think I decided to keep pressuring because there's nothing up yet. They're quite squishy, and I have my ult, so I really was looking for some sort of play, some sort of kill. Another pause? Really? Come on, come on. Get this game started.
Someone's using their noodle.
Alright, Bebop's getting attacked, so I have to go help. Right? Just remember, anytime you... Oh, wow, yeah. So... I want to go back and watch this again. There's a lot that happens here. I was trying to skip past the damn pause. Bebop's pushed. Dynamo decides... Dynamo and Vindicta decide they want to fight Bebop because I'm not there. So I come back to help my laner. I'm like, no, 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 get out, get out. I realize I do a fuck ton of damage. And I tried to just take the kill here, right? He does this too late, and I do believe we get the kill. By this point, I would say laning phase, we've won, right? We're about 1k ahead. Their Guardian's taking a piss ton of damage. We basically won laning phase, for sure. Vindicta tries to push me off of her Guardian, which is what she should be doing. But the problem is the Guardian's already taken half. They're way far behind, and they will have to suffer the consequences. So, by this point, what I'm looking for is more map control. We've already shit on this Guardian. Why not shit on it all the way? Open up this lane and allow myself to roam around taking camps, helping other lanes. So, go on a box run for a second. You see, I want to point something out there. See where I'm looking, right? First, I take these boxes, sure, but then, you see, I'm not focused on these minions anymore. Vindicta is very killable. I am very far ahead. I want blood. I want blood because I want to use my advantage to open up this map. The main indicator of progress in this game is how many of these objectives you've taken. So when you're strong, use it, right? When you're strong, go for these things because they are really the main source of progress where you are winning. They're the objective to take. If you can take them, you want to take them. So you can see I'm pretty trying to get our minions shoved up. They end up dying out. I don't want to just shove with my 3 because then that loses my 3 for doing damage on the opponent. So you can see I do push these minions. I am shooting them actively. And I'm trying to get them up to their side. Bebop decides he's going to go steal their camps, so I don't want to push too hard because I'm alone. But I do like taking trades. I guess not. Yeah, I hear Vindicta go in, and I'm like, okay, I gotta do something. I have no clue where she went. But I hear Dynamo alone, and I'm like, this is a great time to pressure. So, even if I don't get the kill here, that was worth it, right? That I just wanted him off camps. I wanted him damaged so that we could apply some pressure to this Guardian. Bebop's like, fuck it, we're gonna use my ult to just go in entirely. And while he's doing that, I make sure to push up the Guardian. I look around for Dynamo, and my Dynamo split from Vindicta, so I'm going to take this fight, because I am stronger. He will get away, because he's Dynamo. Now, Vindicta pushes me here, which is really silly. I know that I'm stronger. So I go ahead and take this fight. I actually almost die here, but I end up getting out, I think. Yep. I don't think Bebop takes the kill here, but we end up trading for about equal damage, which is, you know, it's losing my advantage when that happens. So I'm too low to fight. I'm just gonna back. And since we have speed boost by now, I can go ahead and do this very quickly and get back before the next wave. You can see these waves are frozen. I also see Bebop is busy fighting, so I'm like, I gotta get back, I gotta save him, right? He ends up taking Vindicta down. I'm like, okay, can I save him? Can I get him off? I try to heavy punch him here, but I actually miss, and I think Bebop ends up dying. Oh no, he ends up surviving with like 1 HP, I think. Yeah, little rat. Anyway, something subtle there was the second that I have Vindicta dead and him pushed out of the lane, you saw me turn on my 3 and murdered a bunch of minions. It's time to pressure, right? We're stronger. One of them's out of the lane, one of them's super low, right? We are just stronger. I will say they do have ult, and I think in hindsight I would have been like, okay, maybe I shouldn't push this hard, because if this Dynamo is smarter, he would just roll out, ult me, and kill us both. But unfortunately for me, this Dynamo is not smarter. So, stun him, and I'm like, okay, he's gone. Push this one, push hard, because I want this Guardian. And they're weak, I can take this Guardian. You see, I'll even trade health for the Guardian, I don't care. I want this Guardian down. I know that I'm risking dying here, but it doesn't matter. That's something else I want to talk about in this game. Dying is far less consequential than in other MOBAs, right? Like in League of Legends, if you die during laning phase even once, the game's kind of over for you, right? You're kind of just screwed until you hit mid-late game, where you can maybe make up a deficit with a team fight and take the enemy jungle. But other than that, kills are worth 300 gold in that game. In this game, kills are worth like, what is it, like 2 minions? It's not worth much. And I believe that's on purpose by design. Because where you go and make your death worth something is when you take these unsecured souls in the jungle. Then, you know, dropping that fat bag could really shift the tides of the game. But until then, death is somewhat inconsequential, right? You would prefer not to die if you don't have to, but if you believe you can take something that's worth more than your death, like a Guardian, a Walker, you do it. Mid-boss, all of these big name objectives are all worth your death, right? Mid-boss, Guardian, Walker, Shrines, they're absolutely worth dying for. There's like very rare situations where it's not worth dying for those objectives. So I overstayed to take this Guardian, and my gambit ends up working out because I'm not even low health. I take the Guardian, I get out cleanly. The map is now open to me, right? This Guardian's gone. I can make a couple of decisions. Do I want to go steal their jungle, create an advantage for my team, take my jungle and force them to just push lane and lose a lot of time doing so? Help another lane and try to create advantage for them by taking their Guardian? There's so many options that open up when you take that Guardian. We're gonna watch that. I am overstaying as fuck. I take this Guardian. Vindicta ends up not staking. She really should have staked me. In reality, stake, ult, I'm dead, right? But I was willing to die for that play, and they end up not killing me anyway. Fortune favors the bold. So this is something unique to 7. But you'll see right now, I'm probably just going to look to farm. And you might say, why is that? Well, can we open up the shop? Yes, we can. It's because of... Where is it? Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Where's Surge of Power? There it is. It's because of Surge of Power. Right now, the build I'm running is the Power Surge build, where you can shock the shit out of people with your basic fire. Surge of Power is a huge power spike, and as I talked about before, power spikes allow you to create advantage and you want to use them, but until you get to your power spike, you're not strong enough to create advantage. So this is unique to 7, but specifically for 7, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to create advantage by first farming up to power surge, and then I'm going to look to roam. In hindsight, I could have followed Bebop into this fight, taken these two out cleanly with a 4v2. I also, and I think what I was thinking at this moment, if I can remember, was these two still have to take this Guardian. These minions are worth a lot of fucking money. So I was going to do the 7 thing and just hold the lane, farm up on minions, and then the second I got Power Surge, I was going to do something aggressive, whether that was push into their jungle, steal their shit, go kill someone else and take a Guardian. It doesn't matter. If once I get, I almost guarantee you in this replay, once I get Power Surge, I'm probably going to do those things. Skip forward. This is just minion farming. Skipping forward doesn't fix the bug, really? Okay. Alright. So here I'm trying to get minions away from my Guardian, because I know that that's still their objective. So as long as the minions are up here, they're not over here, which is a good thing. Push the wave. Very important. Yep, you can see exactly that. The second I have that wave push, I'm looking to invade their jungle, take their stuff. I stayed long enough. Vindicta chases me, so I know that I have to get out here. She's going to be stunned, so I actually know I have enough time to at least shoot these. I also have teammates over here, so if Vindicta pushes, and I remember on mic, I'm like, Vindicta's chasing me, help me! Which you can see Bebop comes my way to start helping. And I'm going to play this little do-si-do with her until teammates come. Vindicta knows her place. She knows I have teammates, so she walks away. I come over here to try and help. I actually didn't. I figured Geist wouldn't have ult by now, but apparently she did. So I end up losing that play. Now, despite dying there, this play still made sense. If we go back here. A little farther. While I was focused on Vindicta, in my head, there's 3 teammates over here versus 2 teammates. Surely they can take them, right? So I'm playing this do-si-do with Vindicta because I'm hoping, you know, Bebop retreats, helps me with Vindicta or something. This play makes sense. What the hell? Deadlock, you good? Okay. Damn it, lagging. Alright, there we go. So, let's watch this again. I get kind of wrecked by this Vindicta. Play the do-si-do. Infernus dies somehow without ult. They die somehow without ult. I don't know, dude. They do that. I come over here thinking Geist has used her ult because they just killed 3, and I'm like, surely she had to use her ult, right? No. So we end up losing that exchange. The play made sense, and that's what I'd keep in mind. The play did make sense. It just, it ended up not working out. Somehow my teammates threw that fight. That's alright. So now what? I think what I'm looking to is come back mid, shove the minions back up. You really, pushing wave is so important in this game. After laning phase, when Guardians are down, you're winning when the wave is over here and not over here. I even said that, yeah, I kind of thought. So, you'll see me push out the wave. I try to harass the Geist if I can, just to kind of limit test how strong she is. But she's not a shitter, so. Wave's pushed. I'm going to go look to do something. I guess I was thinking about it. Oh, I see I have Power Surge, so I want to grab that. That's my Power Spike. So I'm going to go use it. Kind of back and forth trying to figure out where. See the wave is pushed back out. I'm going to push the wave out. Probably looking, I want to say here. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on over here. And I know as soon as I take this wave, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to head up. Yep, I do, exactly. So I see there's fighting going on. Something has to happen. I decide my teammates can't fight this, but I see them chasing Viper. So I make the funny, silly move of, I can actually apply pressure a different way. Although, I end up getting caught out. Oh, never mind. She just ignores me, so I do just end up taking it. Okay, whatever. Weird interaction, but right there, I saw teammates were fighting. Then I saw a teammate running, so I thought I can apply pressure in a different way by stealing the camp. That's exactly what I do. Here, they've rotated Haze to mid. Let's see. Now, here I am pushing the wave again. It's silly, but really, these waves matter a lot. It doesn't matter what your team's doing, you're losing if this wave's not pushed. So, typically, I'll favor the wave over team fights because you can join team fights halfway through and have a lot of impact, right? You don't have to be there right at the start when Lash hurts, you know? If anything, it's a lot more efficient use of your time to, I missed a small minute. Okay, so I have the wave pushed, right? I saw a fight going down here, so I want to join it and see what I can make happen. So, I see a Geist, I kill the Geist. I see a Haze, I kill the Haze. Right? I kill the Haze. There we go. I see Vindicta low, so I'm going to try and push her. But right now we're in the spot where the Guardian is, so I decide that if Vindicta is going to just retreat with how low her health is, I'm going to take this Guardian. We have 2 down. I know Lash retreated, so I know we can get this Guardian. I take the Guardian because it's super important. You see the wave pushes up now. We have full reign of this map. I gotta pause this. Look how beautiful this is. look at these lines. They're all up here, right? Everything below this imaginary line I'm drawing is now free reign for my team. We could steal all of this. We could steal all this. If you think about it, if I draw this line and we count up the souls that we have access to versus the souls the enemies have access to, we have a huge advantage. And while we're not going to take all of these camps because it would take too long, they would get to our guardians and take stuff, these camps are available to us. So if you think about it, we're upping the convenience factor of how many souls we can take versus how many souls the enemy can take. The only options the enemies have are to waste time farming these while their walkers and guardians get pushed, right? Oh, they don't have guardians anymore. They would have to waste time while our minions are pushed to take these. Well, we could be farming all of this, taking the urn. We could do so much. So I think what I decide here is I take this teleporter because, yes, triple camps. These side lane triple camps are so important. They're hard to take, or they take a lot of time to take, and they're exactly in the middle, so they're hotly contested. I love taking these things. They're worth a lot of souls. They deny a lot of souls. I fight for these things a lot, you'll see. Hell, I started in mid lane. That's where I started this game, and I'm fighting for these. These are my favorite. I don't know if that's just because, you know, they do well for me, or
little bit of advice.
I obsess about these triple camps because I feel they are worth so much value. I see teammates gathering. I saw Geist, so I'm going to stick around here. Nothing ends up coming out of it, so I go ahead and take the spinning machine while I'm already here.
Flash is looking for
See,
a fight.
I'm sticking around here, and meanwhile I'm taking everything I can around here just to be sure
I see Vindicta.
that nothing
Let's
goes on.
take out
Because I saw
Vindicta.
my teammates coalescing here for a fight, so I joined them. I end up joining them instead of farming. Because my team's already here and we have the advantage with Vindicta down, I'm going to look for two things. I'm going to look for harassing the opponents to either kill them or push them out of the space so that we can take this walker, or I'm just going to take the fucking walker. So, what ends up happening, Geist, the little rat character that she is, she gets low and then runs around this, where is she? Yeah, runs around this corner, and she's going to hide around that corner waiting to press 4 while her mouth foams. Meanwhile, I'm not going to indulge that. To be honest, getting low health with no farm and no impact on the map is the same as dying in this game. So Geist is out of this fight, right? All we have to worry about is if she tries to jump in and press 4. Other than that, she's out of this fight. Next, we look to Dynamo to kick him out. And you can see how many people we have trained on his face right now. No, wait, not one. Goo Boy, yes. We have so many people here. We're trying to push this man out. We're trying to create pressure. Our team's here. We have advantage. We have 2 people out of this fight, basically. This walker's where we're looking. I'm gonna... I hate this glitch. I guess we'll pull 10 back. So let's watch it again. Kick the Geist out. We're looking for pressure. Right? I ping it to make sure my team knows that Geist is going to do something stupid. I ping up here because I figure she's going to try and come back from there. She actually does. But I bait out the Lashel. My team does get hit by this Lashel. I come back in to assist them. Push, I ult to create space for my team while we try to take this Guardian. The opponent can't just look at me while I'm ulting, but Vindicta ends up kicking me out, so I run away. I'm too low. We do good damage on the walker, and meanwhile Infernus is pushing the other walker. They did counter push us and ended up taking a walker, but if we get a walker out of this, it's worth. And if we get 2 walkers out of this, it's really worth. So I use my speed to recall. We end up getting 2 walkers. They were too spread. We had pressure on the middle and we had pressure on the side, so their counter push didn't even matter. We ended up with a walker net worth net positive. I heal up and I see the wave's not pushed, so I push the wave out. Always push this wave out. I'm telling you, you can win so many more games if you are brave enough to just keep waves off your guardians. In hindsight, I probably should have ran over to yellow. Yeah, green over here. doesn't show the colors for some reason in the replay. In hindsight, I should have ran over there sooner, and you saw Warden pushed up a bit. We probably could have made a play happen because Lash and Dynamo together don't have enough DPS to take our team out. But I end up taking farm while I rotate. I hear Vindicta, and Vindicta is very vulnerable when she's alone in the jungle, so I was trying to ping it for my team, but my team decides they don't want to listen. So I'm brave enough to push this Vindicta. My team does not help. Now I have to get the fuck out, because I put myself in a very silly position. However, Warden did end up following me towards the end here, and I do believe we get to catch the diamond now. Now I'm scared for my life because Lash is, I think he ends up killing me here. End up trading Dynamo, Warden, and the Fortune Battle? Really? Lash gets taken out as teammates flood in. The thing that upset me about that play is I know I was on mic like, Vindicta, Vindicta, kill Vindicta, go Vindicta. The only one who ends up following is Warden, and that's why that ends up being a losing play. In reality land, if team had collapsed, that was a winning play. They didn't collapse. And I mean, sometimes that just happens in solo queue. You know, it shouldn't stop you from making those plays. This didn't be the best plays to make. What's funny is, in all the commotion, we had a split push going on, and we end up taking. And that's where the idea of pressure comes in. That's why these plays are still good, even if we end up losing. Because all this pressure we're applying, how many people came there? Dynamo, Vindicta, Lash, I think Geist was there too. 4 people came to deal with this over here. For how many died? 1, 2, 3. We had a net positive of 1 person more to push this Walker with. And what were they really doing? I mean, what did they really do with this fight? They pushed us out of their jungle. That's it? I mean, that's all they did? That's all the pressure they applied? They didn't take either of these Guardians while we took a Walker? Even though we lost this fight, even though I died, we end up winning. Because this is a MOBA. Your kills don't matter. The map matters. Pressure matters. So we applied pressure here, while our team had better pressure here. So let's see. Where am I? Let's go back, because I want to talk about my perspective again. Okay, I respawned. I can't join this fight in time because I don't have zipline speed, so I decided to, I'm going to come over here to protect these Guardians because I know the Geist is pushing up this. Warden has it covered, so I decide, since it's convenient for me, I'm already here, I'm going to take these camps. Now I'm going to look to hover over here with my team. We see nothing's going on. Oh, actually I do see something going on. Mid is being double pushed, and I don't want to let that happen, so I give up this camp. Because helping Viscus here is more important. I actually remember Viscus asking for help on Mike here, and you know, you really do want to help your teammates when they talk. I'm pretty strong, and Lash was out of position, so I just go ahead and melt him.
Viscus has shown us the glory of the cube.
I like picking up the souls. My team is pushing. I don't think we could have gotten a kill, so I decided to pick up the insecure souls. All of my cooldowns are off, and they end up getting a kill anyway, which is
I'm doing rather well, aren't I?
So now our team has the map again. Well, there's Haze, but our team has the map, right?
Taken our...
And here's the thing. We know a couple of things. We know where Geist and Vindicta are. We know Lash and Dynamo are dead. And we know that Haze is way the fuck over here. Mid was giga free. 2 down versus our 1 down. And their map is total. Their pressure's totally fucked. They were too busy taking a Guardian, so I make the call for mid. I'm like, both of their mid sealers are dead. We know we have pressure on these two. We know where this one is. There's no way they can take us from that. I remember when I made this call, someone actually said Yamato could take it with Unstoppable, and while that was true, I had a suspicion she was over here. So I think we have time for it. And the reason I have this suspicion is because she wasn't over here. She wasn't in this fight. So clearly, she's got to be over here. So I make this call. And I believe it works out. Yes. Skip. But something I make sure to tell my team on mic is we gotta take it now, like get in there. I remember I had one teammate who was like, "The fuck are you losers doing? Get him in!" And it worked. You know, it scares people in. And look at that, they're all scattered. They can't get to mid in time. They're too late. Lash is gonna attempt to maybe get in mid, and he's not gonna make it. So we just take it. They're out of time. They didn't have it, and that's why it's so important that you take mid ASAP. So I believe we call out to go kill Haze. Or no, we were going for Spirit Urn, I believe. And we end up finding that there's a bunch of people there. My team does not follow me, and I realized that way too late. And I go, oh fuck, they're all here and run. But they don't chase me, so I push out this wave. I remember getting kind of mad at Mike. I was like, oh, now they have the Spirit Urn because no one followed me. Alright, so they have the Spirit Urn. I'm pushing out this wave, and I'm going to go teleport over to the other lane once I push out this wave. Like I said, having these waves pushed out applies pressure on the map. It's very important. If you think you have time for it, you need to be pushing out the wave all the time. I think we discover that she has it in base, so I tell my team they're baiting it to steal their shit. Warden is kind of a dumbass and tries to push into it. They were bait. I called out the bait and he falls for the bait anyway. Very stupid. So now my team's getting chased and I have to come over here and go, okay, I gotta help somebody. I gotta save somebody. Get off my goo boy, right? Boom. We end up turning this around, I think. Yeah, we do. Sort of. I mean, we get lashed. The thing is, we also have rejuve. And another thing specific to 7, you'll see that I don't really go all the way in. I don't full send on him. He's, here's the thing. This build runs Leech, but I don't have Leech yet. And I do a lot of damage the closer I am, but I also get wrecked and take a lot of damage the closer I am. So you'll see me playing it kind of backline, midline, really. I chase the Haze because I know that I can, if she jumps me, I have teammates to save me. And I know I can get out. She's not, I mean, she's technically stronger with me, 2k above. She's not strong enough that I can't just dash out. Really, Haze is kind of a weak character in my opinion. So I do like to just chase Haze. I know at like lower elo she's very scary, and you wouldn't, maybe if you're watching this and you're playing a lower elo trying to learn how to play, you wouldn't chase like this, but me, you know, I'm confident. I'm also playing 7, so he's pretty strong. You know, I would chase this Haze. Let's go back here and see how this happens. Alright, what happens here? I chase the Haze and I die for it! Exactly. Well, I talked about it. Let's see how that happens. So, I think what ends up happening here, I have teammates, and I'm trying to lead this Haze to my teammates, but I believe they actually get cut off by Lady Geist here, and they end up not helping me. So, it ended up being a bad play, after I just talked about how it wasn't, but I got overconfident. I pushed the Haze away from my teammates. I thought my teammates might be able to rotate back to me, but ends up not being the case. So we lose the push on Rejuve, but that's okay because we have Rejuve. I think we did not get in there. Darn. What am I doing now? I see this wave is getting pushed, so I'm gonna push the wave off the Guardian. Like I said, you know, keep these pushed. The wave needs to go up. If wave's not up, you're losing. I get the minions off the Guardian. I get them up the wave. We see that they grab Urn again. So I'm gonna go, okay. I'm gonna go over here. I thought they were, I saw this on map and I thought they were gonna be jungle monsters in it. So I turned on my laser, but they ended up being the jungle monsters, just the jackpot. We find out that they're baiting Urn again. So I come in here to by Enduring, and my team is collapsing. This is a bit of a nuanced situation. What happened here is they made the mistake of dropping the Urn, which reveals on map. I actually want to show what our map looks like, because that would be important in this context. So they drop the Urn, which actually reveals you when you do that. We know that they don't actually have the Urn in the Urn spot. So when oh god. Oh no. This replay's so bugged. Okay. So they dropped their urn. We know that they don't have their full strength team here, and I believe earlier I caught that they were following the urn. Yes, yeah, we see Geist there too. So we know that the whole team's not actually here, but our whole team is. So we go in, because Yamato gets grabbed, we know we're stronger. They have so many people missing, and when we get that pick on Yamato, what ends up happening here is I call out, okay, we got the pick, we should be able to win this fight. They dropped the urn and they said, fight us for this urn here. And I say, well, we should be able to. All our ults are up, and we just took out one of their stronger players. So I believe we take this fight. Let's fix the damn bug. Messes up the whole video. Yeah, they mark their territory. This is our urn, come take it. I tell my team, I think we can take it. We have the number advantage. Mid's not even up, so who cares? We see Lash on map, so we know he's not at this fight. Yeah, Warden even calls it out. Lash isn't here, push. They end up running the urn away, but we have pressure. So as long as our lanes are pushed like this, it doesn't really matter that they're holding the urn. They are losing time. We do end up losing the Guardian now. It was so late in the game, we didn't really care about the Guardian. He's going to die anyway. We see Lash pushing in, so I look up there. I'm like, we got to stop him. And then he somehow gets out. I remember my team being like, where the fuck was he? Because he just kind of showed up and then disappeared. So they pick Urn again, and we see Dynamo because they've dropped it too many times. So we're ready to jump this fucker. And I remember here, for some reason, Dynamo goes alone and gets melted. Yeah, Hayes is out of position. We murder her. Dynamo was alone, so he has to drop the urn. Now the urn is ours. We put it down, and we take it, and we win that exchange. We got a Hayes kill out of it. We got the Spirit Urn out of it. That was victory for us. My team keeps chasing, so I actually turn around to go help them. I remember this. I remember, like, hey, what the fuck are we doing? I come back to make sure they don't die. They don't die, so I go away. I kind of had to babysit them there because they were making a bad decision, but it ended up being nothing. And there's my favorite camp, the triple camps. I always take these. They're worth so much. I hear it. Oh no, that was our teammate's spell point. I guess I didn't think much about it in the game. Alright, where am I looking now? Our lanes are all pushed. A bunch of farms taken. There's not really a team fight of Bruin, and there's nothing on the map to fight for, so I'm just going to run around taking camps and keep the lane pushed when I get to me. I think about now I notice the commotion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push out this lane, and then I'm going to take the teleporter. I'm calling it now, that's what I do. Yeah.
I see Hayes.
Yes, it is. I keep the lane pushed, and I immediately go join the fight. They end up taking the Haze down, so I'm confident that we're winning this fight, so I'm gonna go in. Dynamo, I think here I actually get wrecked, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I try to ult here right as Lash ults. Unfortunate timing, it gets me killed. Oh well. I remember looking up and going, we lost that fight, really? And, well, here's the thing. Let's go back to discussing pressure. Look at where the waves are, right? And look at the fact there's no mid-boss. What did they really win out of this, right? I guess they get to push the lanes now, and they got the bridge buff. But other than that, you know, they weren't awarded a walker. They really didn't get much off of this fight, and that's where kills matter less than the map. When you take a fight, do something with it. When you win a fight, do something with it. The problem is their team didn't really do much with each of their wins. They beat us a lot. They had sole advantages throughout this game. It ended up not mattering. Let's skip ahead to respawn. So yeah, so they pushed the wave. Viscous is there to catch it. they ignore this wave, and despite losing the fight and being dead, we have pressure, which is hilarious. So, they grabbed the urn way too late. I remember thinking, or I bet they were thinking, we got to do something with this, and instead of push it, they really should have pushed this. This was a mistake, not pushing this. They should have had this walker, but they end up not. So, I think we give up the urn. We're not there in time to take it. Oh, no. I remember Viper and Infernus are like, we got it.
Has arrived.
So our team is there. And we do get the urn off of them. Wow. Yeah, I got to talk about this one. They won a fight. They had advantage. They had the map, right? Let's go all the way back, right? This part's so important. This is what distinguishes the low elos from the high elos, right? We're dead. They're not, right? They have the map. They have the walker pushed, right? Let's go back even further. What do we see, right? Geist is pushing it out in preparation for the Spirit Urn. They're letting this wave push up. They're letting us push this wave out. They're not keeping control of the map. They don't capitalize on this. Yamato waited to grab the urn for some reason. So they could have had pressure, and they didn't. And so that's what leads to this. Because they don't have pressure, my team goes, yeah, we can just kick them out because we all respawned, right?
Arrived.
So we do exactly that. We're in, you know, we go in. They've lost time. And because of that, they gave us the opportunity to take the urn from them. And so out of that fight where they won the fight, they didn't get anything. Instead, they lost.
We took them.
And so, you know, as inflated as their egos might be by having more kills, none of those kills mattered. They didn't capitalize on it. They didn't make the effort. So instead, we end up with the urn. We end up with a kill. And nothing happens. Nothing happens, right? All this pressure that they had with those minions, I just killed them. The pressure's gone. Pressure's gone here. Pressure's gone here. Soul Urn's taken. They lost to Yamato. Oh, hell, we even take mid off this. I didn't realize that. Yep. Shit. We were really brave taking this mid, but you can see from their side they were pissed. I bet the Haze was on mic blaming people. But, you know, Haze is a trash character, so even if you're doing well, all you can do is blame people. Lash is caught out. Yeah, with coordination, you never die like that. Lash, their team definitely does not have good mics. I never even saw their mics, and I guarantee their mics suck because you would never see a death like that with good mics. The second two people are caught out in the jungle, you would hear something like Lash is on me, claps, right? You'd never get caught out like that with good mics. So, I'm kind of wasting time. Oh no, I remember. I went to buy Leech. That's my huge power spike. I remember telling my team, I'm going to buy Leech first, and then I'm going to rejoin y'all. And then I rejoin them, right? So, our team has advantage. We have Rejuve. We want to look to take base, right? Rejuve lets us play recklessly, and their Lash is down. Their best initiator is down, so we need to fight. I'm all in. You know, I'm full send. I end up dying to Yamato. Yamato is kind of a bullshit character. Pick someone, they die when you ult. So, you, the viewer, what do you think? You think we lost that? Kind of. But if we go back, even though we lose the fight, what really happened if you think about it? We have Rejuve, so there's not much consequence to dying here. I mean, the patron even says that death brings consequence once more, right? Full send is not a bad idea when you have Rejuve because you got to use this Rejuve, and we are. We take base guardians, and we have pressure on the whole map. So even if we die, which we end up losing this fight here, we end up still in the positive. We're not that many souls ahead, but their base guardians are taken, which if you didn't know, when base guardians go down, you get an enhanced zipline, even if you don't use your zipline speed boost. So base guardians are dead. We have pressure on the map, even though we lost the fight. How amazing is that, right? This game's about map control, and pressure gives you map control, which is exactly what we did when we took that RG fight, even if we lost. Pressure there, pressure here. Hayes has to clear it out. They exude pressure down the middle, but we clear it out, and the map's reset. We have the pressure again. So I'm like, well, this lane's pushed, this lane's pushing. I have teammates to cover this. I'm gonna go steal shit. I hear a sound and it freaks me out, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to be that. But I'm like, they're not gonna do much about it. So I end up taking it. And that's a large creep that they just lost, and I pause it. The wave's here, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply pressure. If it's convenient, might as well do it. So we have pressure of the map. I go to my favorite triple camp here. Actually, I remember I don't, because without power surge, it would take forever. I see a Hayes out of. I get kind of scared because she's so out of position. It worries me. Yeah, let's see how many teammates she had. She did have Lash with her, so taking that fight would have been bad. So I got scared for a good reason, I'd say. But I end up taking the triple camp. I want to hover around here, right? And I'm just kind of jumping on zipline, looking for something to do. We have all of the jungle camps cleared, so yeah, there's not much reason to go somewhere else. But I hover here because my team's here. I believe they make the call for the urn, because if you look, we have pressure in all 3 lanes. I mean, we lose pressure here, but that's as our team is rotating. They'll have control of this spot by the time I get there. And that's what well, they should have, but they wasted time on something. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. So this is gearing up to be a big air fight. You can see everyone's joining. Viper's getting chased by Vindicta. Now, Vindicta's out of position, just straight up. She pushed really hard into this Viper, and Viper's kind of a safe character who can throw the bull at you and screw you over. You can tell by how little is left in this replay that we're probably going to win here. And I can tell you right now, we win because Vindicta overstepped, right? Without much communication, it's on you to win the game for your team. And I understand where this Vindicta's coming from, but she makes a bad play here. She's looking to take a Viper out to create advantage for her team, because without advantage and no mics, her team is not going to win. There's no coordination. So, and that's funny. So I know for a fact what this Vindicta's doing, but it's bad. You want to be able to play with your team. I'm gonna get advantage here by killing this one. Oh, I'm doing it. Creating advantage for my team. But, uh-oh. I'm out of position now. I'm fucked. Right, my team's all the way over here. Do they see this? Do they see the Bebop coming in? They know that my team is at least somewhere around here because I'm holding the urn and they see me. But they also know, they can also take a glance at the map and go, my team's all the way over here. I am giga fucked because if their team's about right here, they will collapse on me because I'm stunned. I'm just screwed. So if we
I see the enemy.
Let's go back because I don't like this bug. It bothers me. Tried to create advantage. I chase too long. I get stunned. And then I get collapsed on. Now, their strongest damage, or one of their strongest damage dealers is now out of the fight. Right? So, if we go back to me.
I see Vindicta.
I try to bait out the Lash ult, because Lash ult really fucks me, specifically. It's really bad to get Lash ulted by S7. Yamato tries to dive me, and I'm trying my hardest to stay alive, so I ult, I try to... the great thing about this build, it runs Leech, so when I ult and I'm hitting everything I'm hitting, not just opponents. When I'm hitting this thing, I'm hitting Hayes, I'm hitting Yamato who's ulting, I'm healing all of that. So I kind of use my ult as like a tank button sometimes. In this case, it works out. Yamato cannot DPS me down fast enough before my team collapses on her. So what ends up happening here, let's watch that again. Yamato dives me, trying to take me out because I'm a big source of damage. I heal myself off my ult basically. my team collapses on Yamato. Yamato's out, so Vindicta out, Yamato out. The damage is low. Lash ult down. Only thing we really have to worry about is Dynamo. So as long as we track where Dynamo is, and my team absolutely is, they're locked in. I almost guarantee if we watch Dynamo, you can see. Yeah, they end up collapsing on Lash. You can see my team is locked in on Dynamo. Yeah, yeah, look at them go. So we want his ass because if he goes down, this is over. I mean, it's already over. We have 3 down and we're pushing on their base, but Dynamo's top priority. It ends up not working out, so I go ahead and grab my power spike because I'm looking in. I want to grab my power spike, rejoin this fight, and use that power that I just got to decimate people. I see Dynamo and I chase his ass like crazy. Weirdly enough, my team ends up not collapsing here. Oh no, I live because of the cube, that's right. They did collapse, I get Vixen saves. I make sure the wave is pushed up so we get the damage bonus, but it looks like we're in the way, so that's kind of pointless. Game's over. 4 of them down. Patron's going down. They're staggered, which means they don't respawn. They don't get to save their Patron. Yamato goes hard in the paint to kill me, but we have a Viscus, so I'm well protected.
Good job.
By this point, game's Giga over. We're just waiting till the Patron drops. We do have to worry about one thing, which is Lash ult. So I'm baiting Lash ult this whole time while I'm hiding behind this corner. By the time Lash gets grabbed, game's over. The team was shooting the Patron anyway. The game was literally over. Yeah. So, if I had to recap, super fun. If I had to recap what I think was important there, kept the lane pushed, and I created pressure using my lane pushing to go and make impact somewhere else on the map. I took the Guardian early. I always do that. If you ever watch any of my games nowadays, I'm always hungry for that Guardian, because when that Guardian goes down, the map fucking opens up for you, and suddenly the world is your oyster. You can steal enemy farm, you can take your own farm, you can fight other people. So push the wave, right? Take the Guardian, look to make impact somewhere else on the map, play with team, right? Especially in the late game, you really want to join your allies and make impact. I remember when I was playing before, I had a bad habit of, oh, well, my team is off fighting already, so I can make impact somewhere else on the map by clearing the farm. But that's actually kind of a... Teammates are the one place where you can't make impact somewhere else on the map. Because if you think about it, if your team dies, you have no one to protect the lanes, you lose pressure, the opponents can come pressure you off your own camps. So when it comes to teammates needing help, when it comes to big fights where people will die, you do want to drop whatever you're doing. I mean, to an extent. The skill expression of this game is how much can I get away with before I have to go join the team fight, you know? So, you know, technically the more you can do before you need to make impact in the team fight, the better. But in general, you have to make impact in the team fight, because if you're not, you're losing the game. So yeah, that's my view from a fellow shitter who took way too many games to get out of Archon and into Oracle. This is the game that got me into Oracle. I'm guessing this Yamato thought they were hot shit because they were saying, "Oh, I bet you're an Oracle or Phantom." But you know, look here, buddy, you got your ass whooped by someone in Archon. So rank right now is very tricky. I would say from like Archon 5 to Phantom 4, it's the same rank. I'd say people in Eternus really aren't like much different than this rank. You know, they're good enough to have impact, and you see this Yamato did pretty well. But did he do as well as me? I've got more souls, I've got more objective damage, I've joined more fights, because I have more kills assist ratio. So, you know, and yeah, that's my synopsis. I think in post I might edit some lines, make some notes. But as of now, this was totally unedited. I literally just clicked into Deadlock today and went, I'm going to make a video to help shitters get out of their elo. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will get back to my regularly scheduled videos now that I'm not obsessed with rank.